Climbing the Dota 2 ladder is no easy task. It requires a lot of dedication and of work. But here are my 4 tips to follow outside the game to be more impactful in every game. So, tip number 1, be consistent. I like to say that the Dota 2 ladder and climbing it is not a rush, it is a marathon. If you believe that in less than 1 year you could be able to achieve that divine rank starting from Herald, I have to say that you will probably not be able to do that. Dota is a very complex game, probably the most complex MOBA on the market. And even the best pros, the one that you saw playing at TI, they spend thousands and thousands of hours playing the game and improving themselves. Some of them started to play Dota since it was a custom map on Warcraft 3. So do not bother yourself if in the short term you're not getting any results and you are still on your same rank, or maybe you have lost even a star. It's not important. You will see that if you keep playing and you will also keep improving, and in the long term you will be able to achieve a better rank and having better games. But also keep in mind that your mentality is what is really important. You can play 4-5 games a day, but if you're still negative, you will have a worse game and your consistency will not come to fruition. So it's very important that you understand that it's not important that, okay, I've lost 4-5 ranked. Do not bother of that. You will if you keep playing with the right mindset, you will see that after a longer period of time you will probably forget of that day, because you have probably achieved a better rank or even 2 better ranks in 3 or 4 months. So let's go with tip number 2. Know when to stop. Okay, before I talked of consistency. So why now I am telling you to stop? Well, it's very important. A lot of people fall in that trap that after a bad losing streak, they have this condition, this mentality that they need to recover at least some points lost. This is completely bad, because maybe you start playing in the evening around 9 p.m. and suddenly you find yourself at 2, 3 in the night and you still want to play to recover some points. Your body will be completely fucked up and you will not be able to do that. So know when to stop, and just not mean to, okay, don't play, let's go do something else. No, use that time properly. Internet and YouTube are an incredible source of information. Check Dota Buff. A lot of pro players now are doing some guides on the meta. Check. There is a lot of information that you can get and you can use to fruition to help yourself after you come back. Also, you can use that time to try to increase your pool of heroes. So maybe there is a hero that are doing really great this patch, but you never learn how to use them. So try them or practice with bot on a pub game. And when you come back to playing the game, you will see that your performance will be greatly better respect on when you stopped. So let's now go with tip number 3, and it is stay healthy. Sounds silly, but a lot of people underestimate it. Even if you're sitting here down on our comfortable chair just watching the screen, our body is still spending a lot of energy to keep us concentrated, our reflex, and maybe you didn't notice, but you are spending a lot of energy. So be sure to have eaten and drink something before starting to play a competitive match. Also very important, and this is something I want to tell to the younger people, go to the bathroom. My brother used to work in an internet cafe, and a lot of teenagers came to play MOBAs, Dota, League of Legends, every kind of game. And at some point I see doing them something like this. Shit, fuck, these noobs. The reasons why, because they needed to go to the bathroom. They were maybe in the most crucial part of the game, and of course you know that no one will never wait for you to go to the bathroom. So they were all distracted because they have the urgency to go to the bathroom, and they probably lost an important team fight. They didn't bother maybe to check the minimap, and so a lot of shit will happen, and they could not perform at their best. Another thing that I should probably not tell, but I want to tell anyway: don't play if you're sick. I do not mean okay, I've just a flu. That's not important. That will not compromise your ability to play. I'm speaking something more serious, a night fever or something else. There is a lot of, you maybe get used to when you are sick, that maybe at school you just get up, no one is in the house, and you just play some games. But as I said, for playing at a good level, at your best, your body will spend energy, and if your body is already using their energy to get yourself healthy again, do not spend more energy on playing competitive. First, because the energy you will have are more limited, and second, because probably it will only make your condition worse. So keep in mind also that. Be healthy. Tip number 4: do not let anyone, for any reason, interrupt you. Time is money, and the time you spend playing Dota is not different. So be sure that before you are going to start a match, to until have 2 hours to spare for that game. Because yes, now with the new patches, games are slightly shorter, but it can happen that you could have a 90 minutes long game. And if you have only an hour spare time, this is something that you should think about it. Also, be sure that the one who you live with, your mother, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your brother, your father, anything, know what they are doing, they know what you are doing, and be sure that you have resolved any other thing that we have to attend to. Of course, some incidents of something could happen, some emergency could happen. We are all humans and everyone could have a problem, but be sure to lower that to a minimum. Or even better, if you have the possibility, if you know that you have a lot of time, that you are alone in your house, use that time to play ranked. Also, it's you should not bother about it, but it's something that I usually want to check. Be sure of your internet connection and so on. A lot of time I see people, they maybe got a disconnect, and people do not wait, because who the fucking want to wait for someone that we didn't know about, and we just want to do our games quickly as possible, and maybe triangle also to win. And a lot of time I saw people that maybe I try to wait for them, pause, and after maybe they come back, and I feel sorry for them, because probably we also won the match with one player minus one player, maybe come back later, but he will still lose his point. And probably if people were not some dickheads and they waiting for them, they could also got their points instead to get an abandon and possibly go into low priority. Especially right now, we have to do with this patch, they also adding 6-month ban if you are a lot of abandoned games. So this part is really important to check out, because now is not only low priority. If you have a lot of reports and a lot of abandoned games, you can risk a 6-month ban. So that's why I was also to talk about it. So I hope these 4 tips will help you a bit. Many of you will surely know them, there is no need to talk about it, but I wanted to do that because a lot of people thinks that they're just irrelevant, they did say that this is nonsense, but in the end it's very important. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see some more Dota guides, please subscribe. I also do World of Warcraft content, and I hope to see you soon in a next video. Bye bye.